Good morning. Hello. How are we? Good afternoon. Good evening. Thanks for tuning in. There we go. Like, share, subscribe, and follow. Excellent. So, appreciate you jumping on this morning. A little delayed, but all good. Another short and sweet message for you. Today is simple. Just keep going. And what we want to try to do with that is recognize that sometimes when we're putting in so much effort, so much work, it becomes frustrating when things are not resulting in the way that we want it to as fast as we would like it to. But that's okay. That's life and it happens. And we need to make sure that we continue and we don't give up. Okay, so we have to keep going. I've known you guys seen the images on the internet where there might be a gold miner and they're digging through a cave and they have to keep chopping away at their path, keep chopping away at their path. And just on the other side, if they just chop maybe one or two more times, they'll reach that uh, big nugget of gold. And instead, because they've worked so hard up until that point, and they decide, I don't want to give it one more or not even two more swings at this thing. I'm just going to give up. And then they walk away. And that nugget of gold is literally right there on the other side. So that's what we're doing now is we're in our jobs, in a relationship, we're at the gym getting fit. Whatever the case is, that could be us, right? We might be just on that side of a breakthrough, and instead of deciding to continue with what we're doing, we decide at that moment to give up. And that is where the difference of possibly making it, getting it done, reaching that goal is now gone because we've given up, and now we have to start over from the beginning because now we're going to have to redo all of that work that we've done up until this point, right? So again, that could be you're just on the brink. You finally found a way of eating that works for you. You finally found a workout regimen that's working for you. Um, Although you have this number in your head of where you want to be, instead of paying attention to the results that you've actually been getting, as far as it could be inches that have been chiseled away from your new body sculpture, right? It could be you actually have more energy um, when you're at work. You actually sleep better at night, but because you're so focused on a particular number or a particular goal that you may not be at right now, you're not recognizing where you have come and how far you have come up until that point, right? So it's the same with your job is you might be getting closer, pushing to reach that promotion, all right? Or working things out and getting better communication with your other half. And now you guys are getting on a good streak, a good path, right? But because it's not right where you want, when you want it, right there, you decide to give up, right? So as soon as we give up, we just go back. We just go back. And sometimes we'll go back to right where we started, and other times we'll go back even further because now we've given up even more and we've decided, you know what, I'm not even going to try it anymore. I'm not even going to do it just because every time that I attempt this, it just never works out, right? So we have to be able to see that, recognize that, and continue to push and go, all right? So the message today, keep going. Keep going. You don't know how close you are. I don't know how long you've been working on your goal, your task, whatever it is that you're set on doing right now. I don't know. But what I do know is that you have to be slightly better today than you were when you started, right? You have to be. Unless you're just there, showing up, going through the routine nonchalantly, then of course, maybe you're not there. But if you're actually putting in the work daily, you're actually pushing yourself to be better, you're actually doing all that you can to improve, you're that much better. So stick with it. Okay, stick with it. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. You're going to get there eventually. Okay, it may just take some time. We have to learn to be patient. We have to learn to push through, and we have to learn to recognize that everything that we want doesn't always come easy. It's going to be tough sometimes. And I have to remind myself of that as well. Again, even referring to the podcast. Some mornings a podcast is easy. Some mornings a podcast is tough. Some mornings we have a significant number of listeners. Some mornings we don't have any listeners, right? But that's okay because there's an opportunity for a replay. Somebody might jump on late. Somebody might see it and share it with someone else, and then we get a listener. Then I get a message that, hey, I appreciate you jumping on today. I got this from it. I feel this much better because of XYZ. You brought up a topic that I actually was thinking about. That is what we're striving for, and that is what we want when it comes to doing some things that are difficult. When the goal that we have in mind is something that is attainable, but we know it's going to take some work to get there. It's going to come down the road. It's going to be a little ways away, and that is perfectly fine if you're willing to put the work in. If you're willing to stay persistent, if you're willing to stay dedicated, you will get there. All right. So I don't know who this message was for today, but if you're listening, you got somebody to share this with, make sure you do share this, and make sure to remind them to keep going. And if it's you, keep going. Everything will work out. It always works out. You just got to abide your time, keep going, keep pushing forward. Do not give up. Don't give up. Okay? Don't give up. I cannot stress that enough. Again, I want to do it several times. I'm always looking for an excuse. I'm always waiting for that opportunity to not do it, right? It's just something that may be in us, but it's okay. You can fight that. Okay, you can get past it, and we can make ourselves better at dealing with that situation if we can remember and continue to push forward and push past pain, the hurt, the disappointment, the not receiving the results that we want when we want those results. But we have to keep pushing, and we have to keep moving forward. Keep going, guys. Do not give up. Keep going, keep going, keep going. No matter what vertical you're in or what you have going on, you have to keep going, and things will work out. All right. So appreciate you guys jumping on. Thank you so much. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and I will see you tomorrow. As always, be better.